A lot of people, if you are still in the old school of Meta ads audience targeting, it's always about interest targeting. Advertisers did back then is they do a lot of testing on the interest targeting. So I've seen a lot of people do something like they break into like, let's say 10 ad sets. Each one, they probably spend about $2 to $3 in each, right? And then after that, they start testing different detailed targeting. One is targeting online marketing, the other one targeting email marketing, the other one targeting online small business owners, and the other one targeting maybe page admins and stuff like that. And then after that, they put multiple ads in it, and then they spend very minimal, and they kind of like, they hoping that each so-called detailed targeting will get them different audiences. But here's the thing, right? You know, for the fact is, in the past many years, Meta has been phasing out a lot of detailed targeting. They have been removing a lot of detailed targeting over the years. Now, whatever you are seeing here is really, I think it's not even 30% of whatever we used to have. It's crazy. Back then, we had a lot of crazy things, and it was really effective back then. But now, if you are still using this method, you are definitely not going to get yourselves anywhere, because first thing first, all these detailed targeting are just recommendations if you're aware. When you say recommendations, means Meta will and can, reach people beyond whatever you're targeting over here. So that means, in a way, detailed targeting is meaningless. So what's really the best audience targeting strategy right now? In my opinion, it's your advertisement. See, I always like to tell people that Meta ads is now intent-based advertising, which means the better Meta understand what you're selling or what you're offering, the better they will match your ad or your product to the people who are actively looking for it. So it really depends on what you sell. But if you're selling something that is quite common that a lot of people are selling, especially, you should really make sure that your ad is really expressing or kind of communicating about what you sell, about what you're offering, as clear as possible, so that first, when the audience see it, whether they like it or not, they will immediately make a decision whether this is something for me. And if it's not, then they will pass. So that will make sure that you're only getting clicks from qualified audiences. It's really important, because back then, at one point, a lot of people likes to use these kind of clickbaity advertisement whereby they have a video of a cat dropping from the sky, and out of sudden they talk about something else. Now, this is that kind of ad that you will get a lot of rubbish clicks, because these people will hook in because of the cat, not because of the bloody product that you're selling, man, seriously. So it's a bad thing, because when you bring in more people that are not right for your product, you will actually nurture the wrong pixel events and everything. It's going to be like bad for your entire campaign. So yeah, you don't want to go into that kind of rabbit hole, because at one point, some of my clients even need to refresh and delete the old pixel and install a new one just to make sure that they start fresh. It's really can be that bad. So the best way here is make sure your ad is communicating the best in the simplest way to capture your audience in the most direct way. And that also allows the algorithm to learn more about what you're offering, because when more and more right people click on your ad, Meta would know. And as Meta understand your ad, they will also know what you sell, and they will be able to match your advertisement to people who are actively looking for it. How? Because there must be a lot of people who are selling something or running ads on Meta selling whatever you are selling. So Meta know, let's say, for example, a guy has just clicked another advertisement looking for an iPhone, but yet to purchase. And since now they know that you're also selling iPhone, they will show your advertisement to the audience while they are in the customer journey. So that is going to help you optimize your Meta ads audience targeting. So stop beating around the bush, looking for all these crazy ideas or hacks in terms of audience targeting. There is none. The easiest way here is to trust Meta, the algorithm, and really to make sure that you communicate the best, because that first, yes, you may get low CTR, but you get the right audience. And of course, when you have low CTR, then it's time for us to optimize the ad creative and stuff like that. We work on that, but really stop using those clickbaity advertisements. It's definitely going to hurt you. So if you've been running ads, you will have some questions like this. You want to have some meaningful conversation with a real expert who have been running ads for 10 odd years, then I would definitely want to invite you to join my one-on-one Meta ad support. So this is where you and I can work on a virtual format whereby you don't need to go on a Zoom call with me, but I'm just an email away. Imagine you have a campaign that has been doing all right or not all right. You want a person to immediately come in remotely to look at the entire campaign to tell you what's doing right, what's going on, so that you can know what to do next. This is where you can have me to come in to your campaign remotely, and I would dissect the entire campaign and will reply in a video, with all these walkthroughs, click through and everything, so that you know what are the things that you can potentially do differently to take your campaign to the next level. So on top of that, you can also ask me any questions. Like the other day, one of my clients just sent over their ad creative and copywriting before they launched the campaign to have me look through before we launch it. That would actually cut your learning curve by a lot. Seriously, you don't want to launch something that is pre-baked, like half-baked. Basically, this is where you and I can work really close together. You don't even need to jump on a Zoom call, but if you want, you have an option to purchase my one-on-one Zoom call at 50% the market rate. So if that's something that you're looking for, scan this QR code. You don't need to figure out meta ads on your own. We can work together definitely. And you can use whatever that I've learned in the past 10 odd years as something that can help you really accelerate your meta ads journey to the success. Okay, if that's something that you're looking for, then scan this QR code and I look forward to work with you.